Welcome back into the U.S. Amateur Florida State Championships here at Wiregrass Rand's Sports Campus. We have the 8th grade championship for U.S. Amateur basketball going on as the Southwest Florida Bucks Elite are taking on 4TL here. Bucks Elite are up 6-2. Beside me is Kelvin Otang and the social media analyst for U.S. Amateur Basketball, Jerome Reeb. Jerome, how are we doing?
Hey, we're doing great over here. Just excited to be in the building for day 2, championship day here at Florida State Championships. We got a good one right here. Seen both of these teams play earlier today, and they both can compete. The defense is tough. They got a nice three-point shot on both sides of the ball. Let's see what they do.
As Barbera throws into Morse, driving to the hoop here, back to Barbera. Good jab step. Just off on that three-pointer. 4TL with the ball moving in transition here. Up for the lefty lay. Tough bucket there for 4TL. Number 2, Logan Francois. Just a tough layup there, Jerome.
Absolutely. I'm really paying attention to 4TL's defense. I seen Kaysen Touchette with a big block early in the game. That really set the tone for me personally. I want to see him continue to do that. I want to see the team continue to do that.
And Kelvin, what do you expect from both of these teams in this championship game?
I think this will be a very competitive match. I've seen SWFL Bucks for the 3rd time in a row, and my eyes is on number 12, Callahan Brexfield, because that guy is a bona fide shooter. I'm also looking at Max Rodriguez and Barbera, the guards, to push the tempo, control the offense, and just get the offense flowing.
As Kieran Fitzgerald gets the ball here, moving it back up to the top of the key, and 4TL is moving that ball around. Here comes Ethan Pugh off the wing, pump fake there, pushing it back out, trying to work outside in. Barbera with the ball, moving in transition are the Bucks. Out there to the corner. Good defense there from 4TL. Just great awareness, and 4TL is on the move in transition. Pass up, layup. Tough shot there. Trying to go back again, and that's going to be out on 4TL. Good defensive heads up there from Barbera, and it will be Bucks ball.
Zero was looking for a call. He thought he got hacked on that one. Kaysen Touchette thought he got hacked there, but Bucks ball.
Barbera with the ball here, moving up. 4TL with the trap early, and good defense there from 4TL, but great recovery from the Bucks. And still 4TL is tenacious on the ground. And that's going to be a jump ball possession arrow. 4TL. Jerome, want to talk about tenacity.
That's Giovanni Legros right there getting on the ground. He had a nice tip that forced a steal for the Bucks. Also got on the ground a possession ago. He's really putting his body on the line. I like what I'm seeing out of Giovanni Legros.
As the out of bounds goes to 4TL. Side out here.
Cut faster, kid!
As Kieran Fitzgerald with the ball, moving around to Kaysen Touchette. And Touchette with the bucket there. 6-all. Just under 12 minutes here in the championship game in the first half. Bucks with the ball. Barbera splits the double team. Open 3. Just off the back of the iron. Rebound Barbera. He's everywhere. And they call it. No shot on the floor there. Looked like continuation, but my eyes did deceive me, so it's going to be a side out here for the Bucks. 6-all here, championship game, just under 12. Three-pointer for the Bucks, just off the front iron. Rebound Bucks, back out to Barbera, down below to Benfield. Just second chance opportunities
Big
for the
man
Bucks.
with the cleanup there.
As Fitzgerald moved with the ball, but great defense from the Bucks, but it's going to come back the other way. So Jerome, 4TL right now, they're getting physical, but it just seems like they're sloppy on the offensive side. What do you think they need to do to correct that?
I think they just need to slow their pace down a little bit. I feel like they're not really getting into the sets that have got them a lot of success thus far. If they just slow up their pace just a hair and really actually run some plays, I think they can get a lot of success out of that for them.
As Barbera calls for the screen here up at the top of the key, but again, 4TL, just a lot of ball pressure here. Barbera with the almost with the tough lay, but again, another second chance opportunity here. And travel on the Bucks, and that possession arrow goes to 4TL. Kelvin, Right now, it's a very physical game. How long do you think both teams can keep up this pace?
It depends on the energy levels of both teams. I think 4TL has got the right game plan because the Bucks are long and athletic. So if you want to match them energy for energy, I think they have to continue what they're doing with the continuous traps and on-ball defense. As for the Bucks, I mean, just keep doing what they've been doing in these last 2 games. Getting it out to their shooters, and this is going to be an exciting one for sure.
As the Bucks are out here, 4TL looks like they're in a 3-2. Are they up in man? It's hard to tell with all these rotations going around. As the Bucks split up to the basket, and that's gonna be on the floor there, on the floor foul. That's gonna be 4TL's second team foul here on the floor, and we'll have a side out for the Bucks.
Jerome, what do you think the 4TL can do to offset the length of the Bucks? Because I've been noticing the last 2 games, anytime the Bucks play anyone, they're longer and they've been able to get the second chance points.
I think they have to out-muscle them if that's the case. What I've noticed, even on the Bucks side, they've been really aggressive on the offensive glass. They cannot be the aggressors here. 4TL has to figure out a way to use their own muscle to out-muscle the Bucks on that side, and I feel like they can do that. They have the capability to do that.
As Jason Gradea has the ball, moving around, passing up to Cohen Wilkes. Back to Casey Touche. To Gradea.
Oh.
Left-handed lay. No good here. Bucks with the rebound. Barbero with the ball.
Oh, nice.
And again,
on-ball defense.
And again, 4TL with the trap there.
They are fast with that. And that's the one thing I've noticed, Skylar. Like, anytime the Bucks have the ball, they are swarming on defense, quick to get the steals. So good defensive energy so far in this one.
As there'll be a side out here for 4TL, down by 2.
Ethan, you're at the front.
Pass to the wing, and that's going to be out on the Bucks. So possession arrow stays with 4TL. Now, Jerome, in championship games, obviously energy's running high. Obviously, you have a lot of things on your mind going on through the game, and typically in championship games, you settle in after the first 6-7 minutes. As 4TL hits the 3 there from number 7, Jackson Lee. How do you expect these teams to keep up this energy?
I think you have to have a mental conversation with yourself before anything. You really have to get to a place within your own mind that says, hey, this is one play at a time. Yes, it's a championship. Yes, the emotions and the adrenaline is running high. But if you can get to a place, even as a young kid, to say, hey, one play at a time, one possession at a time, one moment at a time, that's when you can really start to settle into the game and play the best basketball you can play.
And I also feel like for these young cats, getting this experience as 4TL with the turnover here in transition.
Coast to coast.
Good layup there from Cohen Wilkes, which pushes the lead to 3 for 4TL. Bucks on the move here. 3-pointer shot just off the front iron. Again, second chance opportunities as Armis puts it back up, cuts the lead to 1. With these championship games, as a young kid, it helps you so much more as you get through high school and as you get through college, because you're getting this exposure already in front of big crowds and even a broadcast.
Absolutely. It doesn't matter what age you are. You want to be tested early. Regardless of the level, regardless of the competition, you want to be placed in moments where you have an opportunity to compete at the highest level you can, no matter if it's a 4th grade championship, 8th grade championship, or the states when you're a senior. It all matters. It all matters.
It gives you that exposure because you're almost building that tolerance as Barbera misses the 3-pointer there. Rebound Armis, back out. The Bucks are just able to control the boards in every game we've seen today as Armis goes up with
Armis is just bullying them down low. Jerome, what do 4TL have to do to box him out?
They might have to put 2 on him if he touches the paint. I think that's the best answer at the moment. It does seem like 4TL is not going to win this rebounding battle against the Bucks, which goes back to what I said a little earlier. They're going to have to figure out a way to be a little more physical than the Bucks. Knock them off the block, get the hands dirty a little bit, and just figure out a way to be strong out there.
As we continue that action, 3-point shot here from 4TL just off the back iron. Rebound Bucks. Barbera with the ball. Trying to get the offense set here. Puts a little pressure on the 4TL defense. Drive to the hoop, kick out to the baseline. To the bucket. Tough shot there from Moore. But that's going to put him at the line for 2. Shooting foul. But, like I was saying, Jerome, as I grew older, it was a lot tougher to, as an adult when you get put in situations where it's high pressure, high stress. If you haven't been able to deal with it as an adult, you're kind of stuck in a rock and a hard place. But with these young cats, getting this exposure now you're able to play in front of bigger crowds. Because when you go to high school, the crowds, and you can attest to this, it's night and day from an AAU crowd to a district championship crowd in high school.
Absolutely. And again, these kids are 13, 14 years old. Just never really had that experience myself at that age until I got to the high school level. So to be here in this moment, seeing what that environment is like, when it comes time, 4 or 5 years from now, and they're at that junior, senior level in high school, they can conjure back to these moments to say, hey, whether it be 3, 4, 5 years ago, I know that I've been here before. I know I can perform in a situation like this, and they can harken back to this as a reference.
4TL here, up by 3, kick out. Off the screen, great penetration there from 4TL, but they're going to call a travel, picked up his pivot foot. Like you were saying, Kelvin, the length, you can see that the Bucks have been taking advantage of the length, but the 4TL, they might not have the height, but they have the wingspan. These guys have long arms, and they're able to reach into those passing pockets and reach into those dribbling pockets, and they've created turnovers.
Yeah, that's the thing that I've noticed here. They are full pressure anytime a Bucks player has the ball. And, Jerome, I would ask you, is that typically the game's defensive style for 4TL where they get up in you and try and force steals?
That's what I've seen from them over the years. I've been a part of U.S. Amateur. This is my 4th summer now. And historically, 4TL has had a solid program. And that's one of their calling cards, whether it be girls, boys, 4th through 12th grade. They like to be a defensive-minded squad that knows how to get scrappy when need be. And you're seeing the evidence of that tonight. They're losing the rebounding battle, but it's only a 3-point game. You got to look at the defense in some way as a reason for that.
And they call a moving screen there on the Bucks, so possession arrow to 4TL. And Jerome, I second that. From what I've seen, the small sample size here in the 8 minutes that we've seen already, even though they aren't giving up the second chance opportunities, the defense hasn't slipped. So they'll give up the rebound and then right back at reaching, trying to get that ball. And they're forcing tough shots on the Bucks.
Absolutely, and that's a credit to having a short memory. Again, to what I said earlier, winning the moment. Sometimes you lose the moment, even if you have the mentality to win it. But if you can just block that out moment by moment, try your best to win it, you're going to be in every game and in every possession via defense.
And that's great commentary there from Jerome Reed. Been a part of the U.S. Amateur Basketball organization for over 4 years now. Social media guy, but more importantly, just a basketball savant here as number 0, Kaysen Touche, is at the line for 4TL, trying to increase this lead to 3. Decrease the deficit to 1 as the Bucks have the lead here, 16-15. Rodriguez with the ball here at the wing.
Fouled out in the last game, so let's see how he manages to control himself.
3-point shot here from the Bucks is good. Callahan Bexfield, I talked to Coach before in the prior game. He said, if Bexfield's on fire, we're all on fire.
Bexfield has one of the best names of this entire event and probably the best hair of this entire event.
Looks like he borrowed Paul Malu's hair.
Yeah. He drew his inspiration. Drew his inspiration.
Absolutely.
Head and shoulders.
Bucks up 4 here. 4TL trying to work for a good shot. Kieran Fitzgerald with the ball. Great back screen, open 3 for the 4TL. And
gets the shooter's roll. The shooter's roll right there.
Came off that back screen, Jerome. That was a great screen, and that's what goes unnoticed after the shot is made. More to the bucket. Bexfield open again. Great hezzy to the bucket. Good floater there from Bexfield. He has great hair, but also has a great short game. Bucks up 3. Bexfield on the floor. What a diving effort. Bucks up 3 here. We're almost about to hit the 5-minute marker in this championship game, and these teams have been neck and neck. Kelvin, What have you enjoyed the most so far?
It's been a scrappy game. These guys are going out for it. And like you said, it's the championship game. And Jerome, I'm surprised. Is it always intense in 8th grade hoops, especially for a championship game?
Oh, absolutely. This is Game 7 of the NBA Finals for these boys. At 14, this is probably the highest competition they've played in recent memory. They want it. They want it. I'm interested to see what happens to the Bucks now that Bexfield has gone to the bench, scored 2 quick buckets, dove on the floor for that steal. I wonder what's going to happen to the Bucks.
Bexfield in foul trouble early here, Jerome, as 4TL's just having their hands full here. Great post up to the bucket. Tried the dirt fadeaway, didn't work out. Rod with the ball. They're going to call loose ball foul here on number 11 for 4TL. It's going to be Michael Rothermel. That's going to be a loose ball foul. Possession arrow Bucks. Rodriguez with the inbound. Pass over to Overball. Back to Rodriguez. Rod trying to get off this double pressure here. Pass over to the wing. Back to Barbera. And now we're trying to get the offense set. Pass to the low post here. Triple team.
3 seconds.
Back to Barbera. Open for 3. As we had some clock issues here.
Yeah, I noticed, Jerome, they triple team number 7, Lay, because I've been watching the last 2 games. He's been killing any opponent on the block in the second chance points. So I saw as soon as he got the ball, they had 3 defenders on him.
And when you saw it, he was deep in the post, probably parallel under the net. So he's getting great positioning in that post as well.
Great pass inside there from the Bucks.
Come on, Reese.
As they've been able to, Drake Lobby was able to finish that around the rim. They're up 5 here. Just under 5 minutes ago. 4TL, again, same play from before there, Jerome, off that back screen. Pass it back to the top of the key.
Good, use it.
Reese Hemmett, and 1 there from Touchette Kaysen with the big body. And now, again, the lead down by 3.
He's fired up right there. Number 0, Touche. Notice he got the and one and was fired up for it. So, love the passion from the young man.
As Touchette there trying to finish the and one. As he does here, so they cut the lead to 2 points. Barbera with the ball.
Here comes another trap. They fought off it, though.
As Lobby, Drake with the layup there. So, again, Bucks up 4. 4TL pushing the ball. And just a great drive there from 4TL's Kieran Fitzgerald. Felt the big body on him and still went up with the right hand. Down 2. Up to LaGrosse. Back to Rodriguez. Splits the trap. Rod to the bucket.
Can't finish.
4TL in transition. Up to great block, but they're going to call a foul there.
Ooh, I thought that was all ball.
They're going to call a foul there on Giovanni Legros. And so that's going to send for the Bucks. Correction, Giovanni Legros is going to go to the line. Foul on number 11 for 4TL, Michael Rothermel. No, reverse that again, Skylar. So Michael Rothermel at the line for 2. Foul on Giovanni Legros. 4TL cuts the lead to 1.
And I got to say, I'm liking what I'm seeing out of Kieran Fitzgerald. You saw the nice, tough drive to the rim, got the bucket, pushed the break, and helped draw a foul right there. Looking like Indiana's T.J. McConnell out there on the floor. I like it. Keep it going, Fitzgerald.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. T.J. McConnell. One of the most underrated guards in the NBA. As Legos, 4TL is really committing on each side. If you're the Bucks, you got to think here. You keep playing hot potato, you're going to find the open lane.
Oh, we got a mismatch. Oh, but they went immediately to the double team.
Jump ball here, possession arrow to 4TL. As the coach over from the Bucks is begging his player to give it to the guard.
Sometimes you got to remind your players what they're capable of and maybe need to work on as well.
You know, tough conversations still need to be had regardless of the age, and you got to know your strengths and your weaknesses. As 4TL there gets a quick scoop. 4TL now has the lead. First time they've had the lead in this game, up to 27-25.
Aaron Fitzgerald with a nice finish.
Passing to Armas. And big body, 4 defenders on him.
I think they're going to continue to do that as this game goes on, Sky, because Armis is such a big body, so they're going to do everything they can to try and slow him down.
Fortiel with the ball.
Kick out. Jay. You ready, Jay?
Good awareness there. Again, back to the Fitzgerald. Another tough right-handed lay. He takes the big body and is able to find the angle.
Listen, Fitzgerald is getting absolutely anything he wants right now in that paint. I love what I'm seeing out here. Absolutely
Soldier
love
Morse there. Pass out to Barbera. He said, I'll fire it. Just off the left side of the rim. Rebound there from Giovanni Legros as they start to push. Fortiel, great pass, but good defensive awareness here to get their hands on the ball. It is 29-27 in the 8th grade championship here for the U.S. Amateur Florida State Championships, grade 3 through 8. Team Fortiel is up 2 with just under 2 minutes left in the first half. Fortiel with the ball. Fitzgerald is having himself a day.
Nice pass.
Great pass there underneath. Again, up 4 for Fortiel.
Double that. Double that.
Pass out to Legros, open for 3. Just off the front iron, and here we go. Fortiel's moving. Great backdoor pass to the bucket, but great defensive awareness. Good block there for the Bucks. Possession arrow stays with Fortiel.
Jerome, what adjustments have you seen Fortiel make that has helped them get this 4-point lead so far?
I see a different level of tenacity on the defensive end. Yes, it's been tough when it comes to the paint. The Bucks are getting great positioning, but I like how they're swarming in the paint. Fitzgerald has gotten going. He's opened up a lot for Fortiel. I just love the activity on offense. They're swinging the ball, moving the ball, getting to the rack.
Full court trap here for Fortiel as they increase their lead by 6, 33-27. Barbera back down to Armis. Thought about it, beat the trap, open 3, just off the back of the rim, but they're going to call a loose ball foul on Armis. And that will be his second foul on Michael Armis. Possession arrow Fortiel, and they're in the bonus.
If Fitzgerald gets a long needed break after the work he put in this first half, just talk to me more about his game. What does he do that is so well?
I think he's really setting it up. I spoke earlier about being able to slow the game down a little bit and just establish some pace, and I think Fitzgerald is the key to that. He's pushing the break, getting the ball to his wings who can score at the rim. He is using his screens to get to the rim himself. I just love the pace that he has to his own game and the way he's really helping set up his teammates.
Shot here for Fortiel just off the front iron. The Bucks, biggest deficit they've had in the last 3 games. Let's see how they respond. This full court trap, though, has been giving them trouble. Bucks are just surrounded by Fortiel defenders. Good way to break the trap, but great steal. But again, the Bucks are just having a hard time as they're going to call travel there on number 7, Drake Labby. Possession arrow goes Fortiel.
That's what I call intense defense right there. Fortiel is not letting up, and they're causing the Bucks to panic here.
As the Fortiel's bringing the ball up here. Pass over to Colin Wilkes. Up to Ethan Pugh. And that will be a trap, and they're going to call a jump ball. They'll call a jump ball there, as the coach did not like the pass into the low post with the bigger defender.
He did not feel like that was a good idea, and rightly so. He got trapped immediately on there and caused a turnover. But 17 seconds left in this half. Let's see what happens here.
Bucks still having to deal with this full court trap. Soldier Morse to Legros. He's going to pull up just off the rim. You got 8 seconds, 7 seconds, 5. On the clock, open 3, Fortiel off the sideline, 2 seconds, 1. And they're not going to get a shot off in time here as the Bucks face their biggest deficit in 3 games. They are down by 7 to the Fortiel Gaming. Kelvin, what did you see in the first half?
I saw Fortiel jump on the Bucks defensively. We talked about it in the pregame that the Bucks were long, so Fortiel was going to have to match them energy for energy. They've been trapping. They've been going for loose balls. They've been swarming defenders. They've been triple teaming, quadruple teaming the beast down low, and so far it has helped them gain this 7-point lead.
Jerome, what do you expect from the second half?
I expect Bexfield to really turn it back on. Remember what happened a little earlier. Bexfield went to the bench. They were up 3 or 4 at that point. Now we're looking at a 7-point deficit, a 10 or 11-point swing. I really feel like coach is going to get in Bexfield's ear and say, hey, it's your time. Help us get back to where we were, lead the way, get into the paint, hit those floaters the way you were hitting, create for your teammates, and let's get back in this thing.
I appreciate the insight there, Jerome. We're going to take a quick break here at the U.S. Amateur Florida State Championships, grades 3 through 8 at the Wiregrass Ranch Sports Campus, where 4TL is up 34 on the Southwest Florida Bucks Elite Team 27. We'll be right back. Do not go anywhere. Welcome back into the U.S. Amateur Florida State Championships. We are in the second half of the 8th grade boys championship game, 4TL versus Southwest Florida Bucks Elite. 4TL up 4 here in the start of the second half. Up 7 here, 34-27. 4TL with the ball. Pass over to Fitzgerald, coming around the screen is to the bucket there. Coming around the screen was Jason Gradea with a tough land-handed lay, and the lead is 9.
We're playing. What are we doing?
Barbera, one dribble pull-up there from Barbera,
He looks like he's going to shoot.
and that cuts the lead to 6.
Jerome, as we get into the second half, what can the Bucks do to offset the traps and defensive pressure 4TL is pushing on them?
I think you really have to focus on motion offense here, like really swing the ball, look for those gaps and try to really get somebody in that paint again. They had a lot of success sticking people in the paint to get deep and get those post plays. So if they can duplicate that, they'll be all right.
All right.
4TL with the ball at the top of the key here. Touchette with the ball to the lane there for a tough lane from Ethan Pugh. Good screen there at the top. Good drive, good execution. Over to Bedfield, who lost the ball. Armas dives for it, gets it, but he's going to be on the line. Possession arrow 4TL. 8-point lead here in start of the second half.
Ethan Pugh looking like a young Tony Kukoc out there with the goggles. I don't know if y'all remember who that is from the Bulls back in the day. Tony Kukoc was the man.
Do I remember Tony Kukoc?
Hey, man.
Come on, man.
Yeah, Tony
Come
Kukoc.
on, man.
I mean, in today's game, he'd probably be Luka Doncic because that guy had, that guy could dribble. He was a great shooter. I mean, I always remember the game-winning shot he hit against the Knicks in '94 when Scottie refused to come out after they didn't. He wanted the ball in that sense. But yeah, Tony Kukoc was a baller.
Kelvin, did you just say Tony Kukoc would be Luka Doncic in today's game?
Yes, I am, because go watch the tape. Tony Kukoc.
And I apologize for my audiences. This is not a shared perspective. This is something of Kelvin Otang. Typical Kelvin. Anyways, we have a side out up 8 here with the ball.
Tape don't lie, man.
Fitzgerald will take it up as 4TL is up 8. Kelvin will write an apology in Times New Roman 12 font here. And we have number 10 with the ball. Pass it up to the top of the key. Back screen here over to Fitzgerald as he drives. Great pass there from Fitzgerald. Back to Fitzy, open for 3. Off the rim, but rebound 4TL. Kieran Fitzgerald's been everywhere today. It doesn't matter if the defender is bigger or smaller. And what is it? Oh, good defense there from Legros. That's the first turnover of the game there for Fitzgerald. Bucks down 8 here. Under 14 minutes left to go. Barbera with the ball. Pass to the top of the key here. Here comes Morse back to Barbera. Drive to the hoop. Kick back out here to Soldier to the bucket. And he will go to the line for 2.
And you might want to think about, if you're the Bucks, you may want to think about Legros being the primary defender on Fitzgerald. He's been the most active defender for the team, in my opinion, thus far in the game. And Fitzgerald has just been carving you in the entire first half and to start. So that might be something you might want to look at if you're coaching the Bucks here.
As Morris here takes the shot, and he'll hit the free throw. A big bucket there for the Bucks, who've gone scoreless for over 5 minutes, including the first half.
Wow.
Morse will go for 2. First name Soldier, and I think that's the coolest name in the world.
Soldier Morse. I just
Soldier
noticed
Morse,
that right now.
and I think that is the coolest thing, coolest name in the world.
I might have to steal that in 3 or 4 years when I have my own.
You heard it first here. Jerome, 3 years, will have kids. And we are down, Bucks down 7 here. I gotta get serious here. Bucks down 7, 8th grade championship game, under 14 minutes. Barbera with the ball. Good trap there. And again, 4TL forcing tough shots in the paint.
And I've noticed too that they've been able to get the rebounds even though the Bucks are longer than them. So that's good credit to them as well.
As 4TL there, almost with good defense on both sides of the ball entering the second half. Especially from Callan Bexfield, who's known for his shooting and his ability to create offense, but he was not having that lay.
That's a great block right there. And one thing that I love to tell kids, especially at this age, if you can learn how to defend without fouling at a young age, the future is bright, extremely bright.
As Fortiel with the ball up to Fitzgerald, who's been the field general throughout this game. As I said, getting his sets here.
Notice they put Legros on him. That might be an adjustment that they've made, trying to see if they can offset his offensive output.
Mini from Fortiel, and we thought they had a size advantage, but 3 second chance opportunities in the same possession, and Fortiel increases their lead to 9, and all the way back to the full court trap. Drake Lab to the bucket for left-handed lay, and he will go to the line for 2.
And Ethan Pugh is really feeling it. You see how he was hopping around after he got that put back? He know he's in his little zone right now. I love to see it for him.
Yeah. An interesting shoot game too. I'm surprised. I'm looking at these 8th graders with their shoe game. I mean, I don't remember having kicks at that age.
Got a better shoe game than you, Kelv.
That's what I'm saying. I was lucky to get hyper dunks when I was a junior in high school. So,
as Drake Lab hits the free throw, cuts the lead to 8. 12-12 here. In the 12-12 to go here in the 8th grade championship game for the U.S. Amateur Florida State Championships here at Wiregrass Ranch Sports Campus. Fortiel is in the white jerseys. Bucks are in the black jerseys. Fortiel is up 7 here. Trying to win a championship. Timeout here is going to go over to Fortiel. Going into the timeout, it just seems like both teams are playing good defense, but right now Fortiel is able to take advantage of second chance opportunities. Jerome, what do the Bucks need to do to counteract that full court trap? Because ultimately right now that's what's causing the Bucks problems. They're not able to pick their head up and get passes. What do they need to do to neutralize Fortiel?
I think it starts with having your better ball handlers who touch the ball immediately off the inbound. You definitely want to put a priority on that and make sure that they have the speed to beat the traps as well. If you have a combination of both of those, you're in a good shape to beat it. Once that happens and you get across half court, then it's how do I get the ball to my wings? How can I get them into the post again? They have been dominating in the paint. You have to make that a focal point for your offense some type of way.
Typically, is that what you have to do to beat a trap or a press?
Got to have a ball handler to beat a trap or a press. If you're not able to pass or see over the top of the defender, you need a crafty, shifty guy. If you don't, it's going to cause problems for the offense. As Fortiel comes back out, open 3 here for Fortiel. That'll put the lead up to double digits. But again, second chance opportunities for Fortiel. And Ethan Pugh, like you said earlier, Jerome, he is a man on a mission. He's not reacting to when you get those rebounds or putting the layups back in. He's just straight about business.
100%. He's having a day. He knows exactly what his strong suit is, and he's doing it.
Huge 3 there from the Bucks as Overball hits the wing 3, and they cut the lead to 6. Fitzy with the ball, calls for the screen.
Fitzy
doesn't use it, drive on the bigger defender, almost got it. Bexfield with the rebound. Barbero with the ball. Bucks are trying to chip away at this 6-point lead here in the championship game. As Barbero loses the ball, and that's going to be a turnover for the Bucks. Fortiel on the move. Pass to Fitzgerald.
Ooh, got hacked.
As he got hit by 2 defenders there. It's going to be a foul on Barbera for the Bucks. That's their first team foul.
I'm sorry, I just love how Fitzgerald is such a disruptor on defense. Sometimes he doesn't get the steal. Sometimes he just forces it. You know, the active hands, the scrappiness, the constant movement. That's frustrating as an opposing player.
He's impacting the game in every facet, and I tend to agree with you, Jerome. He's absolutely a menace, and his energy level has not come down. Fortiel here with the ball at the top of the key with a 6-point lead. Drive to the bucket here, left-handed lay is going to be no good. Second chance opportunity, no good. Fitzgerald with the rebound. Great ball movement from Fortiel, open for 3. Just in and out there. But loose ball foul here on the Bucks. That will be their second team foul.
It really seems like the Bucks can't buy a board right now. Rebounds are really tough for the Bucks right now.
Armour's got in foul trouble, and then ultimately what happens is now the size advantage goes to 4TL. But even then, though, 4TL in terms of fundamentals, great. Pugh came off that screen. He acts like Pugh acts like he doesn't know what's going on until he does. It is such a weird way to play basketball, but he's just almost like, yeah, I'm not getting the ball, I'm getting the ball. Layup. 4TL up 8. Barbero with the rebound. Over ball for 3, and that will get the shooter's roll. So lead cut to 5.
Yeah.
Fitzgerald crosses the ball half court. 4TL up 5, championship game, under 10 to go, second half. Big moment here for 4TL. As Fitzgerald has the ball, directing the offense, he wants his guard to go over to the wing. He is getting these guys in position. A 14-year-old kid. Want to talk about IQ on the basketball court. Fitzgerald got 5 seconds with the ball. He got to get rid of it. But for the Bucks, I mean, want to talk about getting a break. That was just a miscommunication on 4TL. Inbound pass to Barbero. Screen up at the top. Barbero splits it. Out to the corner, open for 3.
Oh, Yarbrough is feeling it.
Huge bucket there for the Bucks as they cut the lead to 2.
Overball's feeling it. He's on fire right now, as they say in NBA Jam. He's on fire.
Fitzgerald with the ball. Drives on the bigger defender. Kick out to the top of the key. Driving kick for 4TL. It's been working. Out to Touchette here. And turnover, and now the Bucks are getting a little bit of momentum. Barbero with the ball, top of the key. Screen's coming. Barbero open for 3. Just off the back of the iron, but the Bucks are starting to get a little bit physical here. Bodies hit the floor, no slip knot. Here is Bucks. 4TL. Fitzgerald with the ball, directing the offense again. Back out to the top of the key. Back screens galore here. Up at the wing, drive to the bucket, right-handed lay, and they're going to call a foul there on Legros. Down 2, but he will go to the free throw line.
Ori Benoit.
Been a back-and-forth game. The biggest lead here was just in the second half. 4TL got it up to 9. Now the lead's back down to 2. As we got substitutions into the game. As for 4TL, Michael Rothermel checks in, and number 1, Jason Grada checks in. As you hear Coach, if you can hear Coach, it's all about defense and fundamentals here. 4TL hits both free throws as 4TL's Jackson Lee checks into the game. Bucks down 4 here, 7:51 left to go. Pass over to Rod. Rod gets the screen, he pulls up. Tough shot there from Rod. And Fitzy has numbers. What a pass there from Fitzgerald.
Drew the foul.
But shooting foul here. And if you're 4TL, you gotta love getting to the line and being able to increase this lead. They're up 4, under 8 minutes left here in the championship game. Kelvin 4TL here has been very disciplined in the second half. What do you see from them that just makes them look this good?
They've never let up defensively. That's the key for me. And, you know, with one of their big men for the Bucks in foul trouble, they've been able to get those rebounds that they weren't able to get in the first half. So I think that's the key for me. They've been able to.
As Barbero pushes the ball here for the Bucks, Ron has the rock.
Yeah, like I was saying, they've been able to just keep the defensive on pressurely, and they haven't let up. So that's been good on
with the
them.
ball open for 3. Just off there, Rod grabs the rebound. Fortiel pushing the pace. out in the corner. Good pump fake, but they're going to call
travel.
They're going to call the travel there.
Now that's a tough break on a made three. On a made three, you hate to see that.
Great head fake there. Got the defender in the air. Got the defender in there. Great hezzy, just slid his feet a little bit.
Coach asked me if I thought it was a travel. I thought that was ticky-tacky, you know, but they called it on the floor. So.
We are a neutral source.
Yes, we are absolutely a neutral source, and we do not engage with opinions. We just comment on what's going on the floor, Big Kelv. Screen for Rod.
Trying to get the ball to Yarborough, over ball here.
And Rod threw it out of bounds there. And they're down by 5, under 7 here.
Just seems that every time Bucks cut the lead into it, 4TL hits another basket, and they're just trying to shut the door on any comeback.
Bucks have the ball. Barbera's driving to the bucket. Good layup there from Barbera, who had to double clutch and put it up off the glass. High level of difficulty. Bucks cut it to 3.
I love the action from Barbara out here in this second half. Not only getting to the rim, but also attacking the glass offensively. He snagged a few offensive rebounds so far in the second half. I like the energy.
As 4TL's getting the move with the ball, Pugh at the top. Betfield tried to steal, man down here, but good defense from Drake Labby, who's going to go to the bucket, right-handed lay, and Bucks are now down 1 here, under 6 minutes left.
That's a grown man finish right there, coast to coast.
Grown man, absolutely. Labby has been playing well the entire game, especially on defense. Love what I'm seeing out of him as well.
We're in it.
Rod out to Pugh. Up to Romero. Back to Jackson Lee, who's looking for anyone here. Out to Rothmel for 3, and that's going to be an air ball here. Now the Bucks have the opportunity to take their first lead since before the 11-minute mark. Rod for the layup, or for the mid-range, and coach is not happy about that. Rod forced that shot. Down 1 here. (47-46). 4TL is holding on to a 1-point lead. Momentum seems to be on the Bucks side here as they've gone on a 6-0 run. Four Tails getting in their sets here. Drive to the bucket. Layup on 2 defenders. You want to talk about high degree of difficulty. Jason Grade increases the lead to 3. Ooh. And they'll call a foul there in the paint. That's going to be the 3rd team foul. It will be a shooting foul as Drake Labby will head to the line for 2.
And he's been eating in that paint again. He's been a consistent force in the paint, whether he's actually making the shot or drawing the foul. It's been tough for 4TL to get him out of there. Let's see how he continues to be a force in this paint this last 4-47.
Jerome, how good can this young man be, Drake Labby? I've seen him in these last 2 games, and he's just been killing anybody who's on the low block. He's making the shots. How good can he be?
He can absolutely be a force if he wants to commit to being a post force. I think that's the thing about young players. Sometimes they have the size to be a great big, but want to commit to being a guard and develop those skills. When in all actuality, you have the wherewithal to be a great post player and be a dominant post player. If he can commit to that, the sky's the limit for him.
As 4TL draws the foul here at the line for 2. That is the 5th team foul on the Bucks, who are in the bonus from here on in. And 4TL has a chance to increase their lead to 3. As Michael Rothermole is at the line, as he hits the first. And Mike hits the second. 3-point lead here for 4TL. Big free throws as the Bucks push the ball past half court. And they're going to call a foul there on number 7 of for TL, Jackson Lee. It's going to be a side out here. 4TL's not in the bonus yet. 51-48.
Oh,
What a pro hop by Barbera.
But they call it travel. Felt you got hacked on that one, but call on the floor is a travel. So 4TL will take it up.
As 4TL has a 3-point lead. Driving to the hoop here, kicking back underneath for 4TL, but great defense from Barbera there. Great recovery. And the Bucks are pushing down 3 here. Bexfield calling for the ball there, just a little bit late. Barbera gets it to him. Back out to the top. Soldier Morris gets the screen from Drake Labby. Soldier Morris, mid-range pull-up. Just off, Drake Labby says, get big, get up. As a shooting foul on 4TL. Now they're in the bonus.
wow.
Shooting for 2, Drake Labby.
And coach asks out loud to his team, how is he getting that board? He's been getting those boards all day. That's a question you might have wanted to ask in that first half to get an answer to, but he's been getting it all day.
Why is Shaq dominant?
Right? Questions that don't need answers. You just know what it is.
Well, he's dominant because he's the biggest guy on the court.
Right.
You know? And I tend to think that Drake Labby right now is the biggest guy on the court.
100%. 100%. And he feels like he's that guy. He's playing like he has the size advantage and the strength advantage. You want to see that out of young players as well.
4TL here clinging to a 1-point lead. Put Bexfield.
That was a tough, dangerous pass.
Kelvin, what do you think about the game so far right now? Closing minutes.
Oh man, we're in what we call the witching hour, where palms get sweaty and who's gonna step up to make the plays. So far, it's an even game back and forth. Bucks have been able to claw their way back into this one thanks to great defense and perimeter
Side
shooting.
out here for the Bucks here. Pass into Barbera.
We'll see who's gonna step up big time.
Barbera with the ball, getting pressured here from Fitzgerald. Over ball with the ball, trying to get into Drake Labby. Great right-handed pass. Drake Labby just missed it, got the rebound, but they're gonna call a jump ball. Possession arrow goes to waiting for the call on the floor. Still waiting for the call. So it is the Bucks ball after minutes of staring. Bucks ball. Barbera passes is out. Soldier Morse with the ball. Back over to Overball. Screen by Drake Labby. Pass over to Soldier Morse. Soldier Morse with a move to the right. Back up to Bexfield, but that was too short there. Stolen by 4TL to the bucket, out to the corner, and they're going to call a charge there on Kaysen Touchette. Kaysen Touchette had the charge, 51-50.
Way to put your body on the line, Bexfield. Needed a turnover in that moment. Way to put the body on the line. Love to see that.
You know that hurt.
Oh, absolutely.
That absolutely hurt.
Hey, this ground is unforgiving.
Let's go.
Barbera takes the ball up here. Soldier Morse tripped. Drake Labby with the side screen, but that's going to be a foul on Kieran Fitzgerald. And they're in the bonus, so
Kieran, don't do it.
Barbera
Taking the whistle down. They'll do it on the other side, too.
Barbera is going to go to the line here to have the opportunity to tie the game at 51 with 2:43 left in the second half of the championship game. And he misses the free throw there. Rebound 4TL. As 4TL, great penetration there by Cohen Wilkes. Tough bucket. And he's going to come right back with a defensive play. Get it off the foot of Soldier Morris. 4TL has the ball.
Haven't really called Cohen's name all day, but 2 great plays back to back. I love to see that as well.
They
In
can
the
really
waning
put
moments
some
of the game.
separation with them now.
One possession game still here, 2:30 left. 4TL with the ball, trying to make it more difficult here for the Bucks. Bucks down 3 here, trying to get an important stop in their efforts to bring home a championship. Fitzgerald with the ball, to the hoop, on Barbera, and they're going to call the shooting foul on Barbera, and Fitzy will go to the line for 2.
I like the nickname you gave him just there. Fitzy, you've been calling him that all the second half? When'd you make that up?
I think that was subconsciously. I'm not, yeah. Because I keep on saying Fitzgerald, and I feel like it's played out.
Got to switch it up.
You got to switch it up. And Fitzy misses the first free throw here. 53-50. In a game that's been back and forth throughout its entirety. And 2 crucial misses there. Rebound for the Bucks. Barbera with the ball. Drive to the bucket. Kick out. Open 3. Just off the front iron.
Push.
As Fitzgerald has the ball. Side 3. Oh, Drake Labby with the rebound. Barbera with the ball. Screened by Bexfield. And they're called timeout here. Timeout Bucks. Down 3, under 2 minutes left. Jerome. Game's been back and forth. One team will get an 8-point lead. They'll take it back. The other team gets an 8-point lead. And as of recently, 4TL has been the one who's created the space. What do both teams need to do here to come out with the victory?
If you're the Bucks, I think you have to reconsider getting back into that paint. Labby, again, has been a force all day. There's really nobody that can contain him in that post. Get it to him. Feed it to him. You don't need a 3 just yet. You're only down 3. Feed it to him. On the 4TL side, just continue to play the scrappy, hand-waving defense that you've been playing all game. That has been a frustrator for the Bucks in many different moments. If you can pull that back out these next 103 seconds, you should pull away with the win.
And Kelvin, what do you think both teams have to do to bring home the chip?
For the Bucks, I agree with Jerome. Try and get it down low and get them easy buckets. I'm trying to get Lobby in the post, let him go to work. And for 4TL, just keep with the defensive energy. You got 1 minute and 43 seconds to close it out and get this championship.
Side out here for the Bucks. Barbera with the ball over to their best shooter, Bexfield. Back over to Leros. Coming off the back screen, over ball for 3.
Oh.
Just off the front iron. Overball with a great hustle here, but did not come out with it. As Colin Wilkes gets the ball up to Fitzy, and now 4TL will slow it down. Good foul there from Bexfield, as it was not malicious as he helped him up. And 4TL will go to the line. 1-1 in the bonus.
Free throws are crucial here. 4TL has missed their last few, so let's see if they can get some here.
As Jason Gradez at the line. And huge bucket there. That will make it a 2-possession game with 1 minute and 14 seconds left. Big time bucket here for 4TL as he makes both of them, and now it's a 5-point lead, 1 minute 14 seconds left. Barbera with the ball. Championship is on the line, my friends. Over to the corner to Overball for 3. Good.
Big 3.
Huge.
Good.
Huge.
Down by 2 for the Bucks.
Huge shot by Overball. Jerome, I got to say, they drew that up one nicely. They drew that 3 up nicely.
They sure did. They sure did. Right in the corner. Got exactly what they needed. That defense is going to be the question. Can they force a turnover in these last few seconds? I wonder if that's going to be able to be done.
Bucks down by 2 here. 4TL is holding on to a 2-point lead. Timeout here for the Bucks, trying to get regrouped. Nathan Overball hit a crucial 3 there to put the lead back, to cut the lead back to 2. 1 minute and 3 seconds left. 4TL with the out. 2-point game, 8th grade championship. This is the U.S. Amateur Florida State Championship here at the Wiregrass Ranch Sports Campus. We are under a minute left. Almost under a minute left. 1 minute and 3 seconds. Side out here for 4TL, full corn press. Sideline pass is good. Up to Fitzgerald. Back to Jason Gradea. Gradea drives, kicks over to Touchette. Touchette's looking for Fitzy. He finds him. Touchette sets the screen. Fitzy calls him off. Good pass. Oh! Fitzy thought he was committing to the corner.
Trying to do too much.
And credit to the Bucks for just not fouling, letting defense dictate what's going to happen, playing stiff D for 20, 25 seconds. That was great.
So we have 35 seconds left, ladies and gentlemen. Barbera with the ball. Up to Drake Labby, and the game is tied at 55 apiece. 4TL moving the ball up the court. Might be a last shot opportunity here. Fitzy comes off the pass. Moves off the ball. Over to Cohen Wilkes to the bucket. It's no good. Overball with the ball. Timeout, Bucks. 10 seconds left. 55 to 55. Great hustle there from Overball to grab the rebound, and it will be Bucks ball with 10 seconds left.
What a game. Wow.
What a game, Jerome. What a game.
What a
That's all you
game
can say.
indeed.
And again, seeing Labby out there in the post, he's going to finish. If I'm the Bucks, I might try to do that again. At the very least, you may draw a foul.
They got so many guys on that team that can take the last second shot, and
Really
I'm not
do.
even going to sit here and pretend like I know who it's going to be. So, boys, let's strap in, put the seatbelts on, and we'll see what happens from here on in.
And can I just shout out Nathan Overball. He has hit so many clutch threes in this game and got the go-ahead rebound to, force them to get a chance to win this game right here. So, unsung hero for me.
100%. Just awareness.
Inbound pass here from the Bucks. Barbera comes off the ball over to Legros. Back to Bexfield, but he fumbles the pass here. 6 seconds left. They got to get a shot up. Stolen by the 4TL. 2 shots to the bucket, and they're going to call a foul, and they are in the bonus, so they will go to the line for a 1-and-1. Great defense there from Kaysen Touchette, who is at the line in the bonus to potentially win the championship game.
What a mad scramble. I think credit to 4TL. They came in with the trap and forced a bad possession for the Bucks, and now they can
1-and-1 here for Touchette. Good!
Clutch
He
team.
had to make it, and he did. That is a 1-point lead. Touchette could make it here. 2-point lead. Timeout here for the Bucks. 57 to 55. Jerome, correct me if I'm wrong. If he has a full timeout, he can move that to half court.
I
right?
believe that is the
if
case.
he has a full timeout.
I believe that, and he did take a full timeout. I'm wondering, in the heat of that scrap that was just there, off the inbound, throws that at his feet, the ball gets a little wobbly. Once you secure possession, I might think about calling a timeout right there. I got 6 seconds to play with.
Because you're already in your head at that point, because you're messed up, and especially for these younger cats too, in a high-stress situation, everything's going to be a receipt, if that
100%.
makes sense. So if the ball hits your foot, you're like, oh, why did I do that? Or, oh, why did I do this? Got to calm the guys down, right the ship. 1 second left here in the championship game. Clutch steal from Touchette. Bucks are inbounding it from 4TL's side of the court.
If you're the Bucks, Jerome, what can you get off in
You
about
gotta
a second?
you gotta get a screen up here, and you gotta try to get a catch and shoot opportunity. And that's gonna do it. Fitzy with the steal. An amazing game, gentlemen. Absolute amazing game. Great effort from both teams as 4TL goes on to hold on to the victory in the championship game against the Southwest Florida Bucks Elite, 57 to 55. And the play of the game goes to Kaysen Touchette with the clutch steal on the inbound and the clutch 2 free throws as they hold on to win the victory. Kelvin, what did you see in that play?
Oh, man, it just heads-up defense, man. I mean, we talked about it all game, how Fort TL was known as a defensive team, and those principles came through, and the big man got the key steal, but not only did he get the key steal, Touchette clutched the game with 2 clear free throws, so congratulations to him, and well-deserved championship win for these guys.
And it was an absolute nail-biter. Both teams back and forth were just playing amazing high-level basketball, especially for the A's group, Kelvin. It's gone – basketball has evolved so long, but I'll stop my ranting here, and Jerome is on the court with the player of the game, Touchette. Jerome?
Standing here with Kaysen Touchette right here, the MVP of the game for Team 4TL, walking away with 11 points and made the key game-sealing steal to put him at the line with the bonus, sank 2 free throws to help give them a 57-55 lead. Kaysen, just walk me through that last play. What did you see on that?
I saw him going for his eyes, looking at the ball, where he's going. So I came on, just took the ball, and I just drove and see if I could get it. And I got the foul, so I named him. So we won.
Now, we often talk about the awareness kids have to have in situations like that. 10 seconds left to go. You're on defense. You need to save the game. Walk me through that entire play. What were you thinking as the play started out? You saw the pass go down to his knees right there, got a little scrappy. How did you have the wherewithal to be where you needed to be?
I was like, damn, the ball's on the floor. I didn't know if we were going to get a jump ball or a foul. So I was a little nervous, and then they got the ball. So I just he got the ball back, and got the ball, and I took it, and I just went to this basket and see if I could score.
We're in the middle of the summer season. You're going to have a lot more tournaments before the end of July. How does a win like this galvanize your team as a whole? What's the message to your team as a team MVP, tournament MVP, I'm sorry. What's the message to them as a whole?
I think it's a message as a whole. I think they did very well as overall. I think this probably brings us a little closer together, and I think we should keep going, and we'll just keep going there.
Absolutely. Kaysen Touchette, tournament MVP here for Team 4TL with the 57-55 win. Congrats to the squad.
Once again, 4TL holds on to the victory against the Southwest Florida Bucks Elite, 57-55 in the championship game. I've been Skylar Blaine alongside Kelvin Otenga and Jerome Reed. It's been a pleasure calling the 8th grade championship game. Head to the different stream where we will then start the 6th grade boys championship at 2:50.